the change rule is, so now that you know what a vowel suffix is, it's a word ending like ing, ed, s, able, ish, itty, a suffix that comes at the end of a base word. If you're adding a vowel suffix again, so all of these have to do with vowel suffixes that start with a vowel, and your base word ends with a Y, you have to change the Y to an I most of the time. So let's say the word was baby. If you're taking notes, one little more bit of information here. There has to be a consonant before the Y, but I'll talk more about that later. That's not super important to know because of one of the exceptions. There are 2 exceptions. One of the exceptions that I'm going to teach you will take care of that knowledge. You don't really have to learn them both as long as you learn one. So it has to be a consonant Y. So let's say the word is baby and then you want to add an ES, babies. You have to change. There's a little song that I teach the kids. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. So if we're adding an ES and making it babies, change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. If we want to spell the word cry, and then we want to make it past tense and say cried, we have to change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. 2 exceptions. Don't worry. I know this is a lot of information and your brain is already so packed, but don't worry. We're just planting seeds. We're just sprinkling seeds on the soil. We're going to water them in a minute. They'll get all nurtured. Don't you worry about remembering all of this right now. But I do want to throw these 2 exceptions out to you so that they can be in the soil and we can nurture them a little bit later and they won't be brand new information. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's what she already told me. Exception number 1 is the suffix that you're adding can't start with an I because you can't have 2 I's together in our language. So like let's say you wanted cry and then you're adding the suffix ing. You're not going to change the Y to an I. You're going to keep it there. Otherwise it would look like that, and that just looks weird, right? We don't have 2 I's together in our language. So the first exception is if your suffix starts with an I, don't change the Y. Second exception is if that Y is part of a vowel team. That means it's like an AY or an OY. Like let's say the word is play. So that AY is a vowel team. You're just going to keep it together. You're not going to change that Y to an I. So if you want to say the word play and then make it past tense and make it played, you're going to keep that Y there because it's part of that AY vowel team. Okay? It's not going to look like this. That'd be 3 vowels together and that'd be weird anyway. So what's another one? Oi. Toy. I toyed with the idea. Okay, so there's toy, and I want to make it past tense, and that Y is part of a vowel team, so I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep it. Okay, so as a summary, we're going to plant these seeds just a ½ inch deeper into the soil now. That was the first time you heard it. This is the second time you're going to hear it. Here is the change rule. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Exception number 1, unless the suffix starts with an I, because you can't have 2 I's together. Exception number 2, if that Y is part of a vowel team, keep it together. Put one word in the Q&A and let me know how you're feeling right now, so I know how slow or fast to move into our work. How are you feeling? Yay! I'm trying, happy, good, trying, good. All right, let's do this. Let's go. Okay, sharing my screen. Let me try sharing my screen again here. Okay. So our first word is together planny. Planny. And I want it to be planny plus an ed. So let's do planny, P-O-A-N-E, plus an ed. So I want it to be plannied when we're done. So let's figure out the base word planny. Consonants. P-O-A-N-E. Now we have our vowels. A. I want this A to say A. It's a short vowel. Short vowels need two consonants after them. If there's not two, make two. E at the end of a multi-syllable word, and you can tell it's multi-syllable because there are two vowels that don't touch. Planny, E at the end is usually spelled with a Y. Now I want to join planny with the suffix ed. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Your word. Flippy plus the ed. Flippy plus ed. Flippied. F-O-I-P-E plus an ed. Flippied. Your base word is flippy. And then put it in the Q&A for me. Flippy. So when you hear E at the end of a multi-syllable word like flippy, you're going to spell it with a Y. But we're going to change that Y to an I before a vowel suffix. There you go. Yeah. Okay, you're getting it. So, flippy. We have F-O-I-P-E. I is a short vowel sound, which means it has to have two consonants after it. If there's not two, make two. Now it can make it short sound. E at the end, and it is at the end, because this is the base word. E at the end of a longer word, a multi-syllable word, is spelled with a Y, usually. Now I want to add the suffix ed, so I have to change the Y to an I. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Okay, let's try another one. Together, let's do Stranfy. Stranfy. St-r-a-n-f-e plus es. Stranfees. So, Stranfy is our base word. St-r-a-n-f-e. A. Can this A spell A here? Yes, because of those two consonants after it. E at the end of a multi-syllable word is usually spelled with a Y. So here is Stranfy. Now I want to add the suffix es. So this vowel suffix, it starts with a vowel. So I have to change the Y to an I. Stranfees. Your word? Splofty. There's an F before the T. Splofty. And then we're going to make it plural by adding an es. Splofties. S-P-L-O-F-T-E plus an es. Splofty plus an es. Splofties. Splofty. Put it in the Q&A for me when you're done. Splofties. Nice, everybody. Splofties. Ah, good, you're getting it. We're going to spell the ah with an O. That is the most common spelling of ah is an O. We only spell it with an A a couple times if the next a few times. So we're going to learn that in A month. If you hear ah, the most common spelling is an O, and we always do the most common spelling first. Sploff, spul. There's 3 consonants right here. It's a 3-letter consonant blend. Spul, oft, e. So our consonants are spul, ah, E, splofty. So for our ah, we're going to spell it with a no. That's the most common way to spell ah. If you didn't learn anything else today, if all of this is just feels like encyclopedias and dictionaries and all sorts of textbooks just on your shoulders, if you're feeling the weight of all of this knowledge, just shuck it all off and remember one thing for me. The most common spelling for ah is O. And you're golden. You've learned something today. It was worth your time. Okay, so we're going to spell ah with an O most of the time. And this O can say ah right here just fine because of the tap 2 rule. There are 2 consonants after it. E at the end of a word is usually spelled with a Y, a longer word, multi-syllable word. So here is splofty. I want to add an ES and make it plural. I have to change that Y to an I. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more. I might be pushing it on time, but I want to make sure that you get these 2 exceptions. So the next word is gry, and then plus ing. What I want you to remember about this is that we don't change the Y to an I if the suffix starts with an I, which it does. So, grying. Try to spell that one for me. Grying. Grying. Good. Yes. Nice. Don't drop that Y. Keep it there. Grying. It's like crying, right? If you're spelling the word crying, you're not going to drop the Y, or change the Y, I mean. Gry. So we have, sorry, that should have been a dot. G, R, I. There's gry. I'm going to add ing. It starts with an I, so I'm not going to change that Y to an I because we can't have 2 I's next to each other. I'm going to keep it there. Grying. Okay, here's the other exception. If this Y is part of a vowel team, like an AY or an OY, you're going to keep that Y there. So your word is flanpay. Flanpay. Full. A. N. P. A. And then you're going to add an AD. Flanpaid. Flanpay. Flanpaid. If it ends with an AY or an OY, which it does, you're going to keep this vowel team together. Don't separate anything, don't change anything. They have to stay together, they're a team. You have to have that AY together to say A. Flanpaid. There you go. Nice, Imelda. Yes, there we go. So we have f, ul, a, n, p, a. A in the middle is spelled with an A right here, just fine. A at the end is spelled A-Y. So because that is a vowel team, we have to keep it together. We can't separate anything. So flanpaid is spelled like that, keeping that vowel team together. So here's what you learned. So you have done a little bit of watering to your seed. So now it should be starting to come up from the soil, meaning that when I say this right now, it's gonna ring a bell. You're gonna be like, I know that. I know that. Ready? Are you ready to say I know that? Here we go. 3 things. First, the change rule is change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix. You knew that, didn't you? You didn't 31 minutes ago. Well done. Unless the suffix starts with an I or the Y is part of a vowel team. Then you're going to keep that Y there. One more time. Change the Y to an I before a vowel suffix unless the suffix starts with an I or the Y is part of a vowel team. Hopefully that made a little more sense at the end of class than it did with that knowledge avalanche, information overload at the beginning of class. Those nerve pathways are getting to get sunk in there, aren't they? Congratulations on your new knowledge. That's exciting. We're going to review just a little bit again, a little bit more on Wednesday, and I'll teach you something new on Wednesday. And then don't worry, from October to December, we practice everything that we've learned all year. Nice and slow though, so don't you worry if you're brand new. All right, my friends, see you Wednesday. Bye, everybody.